To our Technomag YouTube videos where we're talking nothing but Zimbabwe technology chips, technology news, technology guides and all that. Today in the house, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Marshall Chinze, who is the marketing director of Zimbabweans. Mr. Chinze, welcome aboard.
Good afternoon, Tonya. How are you today?
Great, I'm good, man. Today we are going to be talking of e-marketing and SEOs, the importance and the values of that. But just before we take a bit deeper into that, just talk to our viewers there. What is e-marketing and is SEO technology?
Okay, thank you. E-marketing strategies that a business can use to help it increase either sales or its revenue through the use of its website.
Okay, basically when you look at the Zimbabwean market, what do you think is the uptake and how are Zimbabweans responding to the values and the need to be online?
We are not where we want to be at this particular moment in time. A lot can be done. There is a lot of potential that needs to be done and tapped into the Zimbabwean market per se. There are challenges that the Zimbabwean market has faced. There is visibility of businesses being online, in particular the small businesses. The reason I'm saying that is Zimbabwe has had some challenges with the internet. Up until recently, the internet era has pretty much arrived in Zimbabwe, and they have faster and reliable broadband. We've got other players that are coming in pushing that for businesses. What businesses need to take advantage of and piggyback on is the availability of that internet. And basically be able to adopt these e-marketing strategies to put their businesses on the map, not just locally, not just globally, regionally, but also globally and internationally.
Okay. Especially when you're looking at Zimbabwe, currently we are riding at about 35% mobile data penetration rate, which is quite a good figure compared to other regional African countries. But what do they need to be actually doing so that they increase the online presence and people start to see what they have on their website? Well, what do they need to do, the strategies that they need to implement?
Okay. Thank you for that note. Like you say, there is about 35% in terms of connectivity for broadband. What businesses need to do, I just need to bring in some figures in terms of how important SMEs are to the Zimbabwean economy. At least about 60% of Zimbabwean's economy is driven by small businesses. That's the SMEs and the MMEs, the multi-medium enterprises. And they drive the economy. So in order for them to be able to continue to do that and even grow better and become bigger players, they need to adopt these e-marketing strategies. How do they do that? First of all, they need to have a website.
Okay.
Yeah, at Zimhost, that's what we specialize. Our focus on anything brand and business is fueled by our desire to connect or bridge the technological gap. The reason I say that is we want to be able to connect as many businesses to have an online presence. It helps grow the economy. It helps businesses be able to build relations with other businesses outside the country. So, for example, we worked on a project in Ghana where a cocoa farmer, a farmer, for instance, one would wonder, why does a farmer need a website? This farmer used to grow cocoa, and cocoa is the stuff that they use to make chocolates world over. And this farmer we convinced him to have a website. He went online and he started doing business with people in the UK. Today we talk of this farmer's cocoa products being bought directly from him, from Ghana where he is, by a UK supplier, by a UK buyer. And what did he do? He had a website.
Okay.
So he practiced the e-marketing strategies where he created awareness. And there are things that we talk of which are search engine optimizations. There are a lot of strategies that we can use to create that visibility.
All right. And that's what our own Zimbabwean players need to start implementing, especially like the good example of farmers that you just putting across. We do have lots of farmers there, but we really get to wonder how many farmers out there are really applying the concepts and to have a website, a working website, and actually trading and using the website to achieve the results there. That's quite a valid point. So now, what I'd like to know, Mr. Chinze, is also as part of the marketing strategies, what advice are you going to be giving to our local players, especially the farmers, those in car braking, those in the industry? What do they need to be doing so that at least they also harness the importance of being online?
There are a couple of items that e-marketing helps, or if I just mention 2 or 3 that help businesses to grow. One, e-marketing creates what we call brand identity or brand awareness. Just basically by being online, like I talked about search engine optimization, where it is basically using keywords or key phrases for your name to be profiled higher when search engine search for you. For example, if I wanted to do business with you, or I wanted to buy some carrots, if I dwell more on the farming aspect, which is a neglected area, especially for websites and marketing. So if I want to buy some carrots, I should be able to say carrot grower or carrot farmer in Zimbabwe, and it picks it up.
Just pick that up.
And it basically picks up your farm.
Okay.
Basically on your website, you've got all the products that you sell. You created awareness not only to a person locally, but also to a person internationally. For example, you have some Walmart in the UK, Walmart in the States, you have Asda in the UK. They buy produce from Zimbabwe. They buy produce from Zimbabwe farmers. And there's an element of marketing research that goes into there before they do business with you. Okay. But if you don't have that online presence, how am I going to know? So e-marketing is equally as important as having the fundamental marketing strategies that drive your revenue. In the absence of it, it's just basically like winking in the dark, and no one will see you. You remain unnoticed. The local market one will not be aware of you. They might hear about you here and there, but if you want to grow and if you want to challenge the bigger players, you need to have that online presence. And that's what we want to do at ZimHost. We want to specialize in making sure that our small businesses are competitive. They are able to compete with the big players, because at the moment the market is saturated by the bigger players, and the small businesses are not able. And it can come down to the fact that they do not have the budgets to be able to implement it. But the good thing about e-marketing is the costs. Okay. The costs for implementation are very, very
That was that's going to be my next question then. How easy, how feasible, how practical is it? And what do I need for a layman to actually just create a working website? What are the requirements? What do they need to get online so that I have a working website there?
Okay. What we have done, like I said, I keep focusing on this because our idea at ZimHost is to bridge the technological gap. Be it a big business or a small business, we want to make sure that Zimbabwe remains connected. Okay. We want to make sure that our businesses are online. We want to make sure that our consumers and our clients know about our products. They can research about us. So basically, the first step, what we do at ZimHost is we offer affordable websites to create this online presence for these businesses. Okay. So when we talk of e-marketing strategies, we've got a package which starts from $30. $30, and the site is ready for you in 24 hours. Okay. And this basically gives you that online presence. You can then start adopting strategies like search engine optimization to create more visibility and make a lot of noise online as well as on an offline environment.
Okay, all right. So basically for laymen, what are the things that the nitty-gritties that I actually need to get a website, the domain names and stuff like that? What is the process that I actually need to go through so that I have a working website?
The process is we have offices in Harare and in Bulawayo. You walk into our office, you search for a domain name. For example, if it is Tinashe or Marshall.com as your company name. We search for that domain, we register for it, register that domain for you, either be .co.zw, .com, .ac, depending on the type of business that you operate in. We are able to register those domains for you. The second step is either to choose the type of website that you want. Okay. For example, like I profile the $30 sites that we do and push in our Harare and Bulawayo office. Basically, they give you a template which has got a contact us page, and it's got an about us page, which basically tells everybody what you do and also tells them how to get in touch with you. Okay. If you then do decide to want to upgrade that website to what we call a dynamic site, which is basically a little bit more money but very much affordable, it creates more visibility for you. Not visibility as such, but in terms of interaction. So we have people jumping on the social media side of things. Not saying that the $30 site is not able to do that for you. It is able, but
it's more of a jump starter, so that at least you just get online and then you start working from somewhere. Then.
That's exactly yes. So it's a jump start, and we are able to do that for you as well. Yes.
All right. Okay, you just mentioned a very important issue there of the .coms, .co.zw and the .nets. If I have a Zimbabwean website, I need to know what advantage is that of me that I have a .co.zw or I have a .com. Does it make any difference for me to have a .co.uk or .net or .co.za while I'm running a Zimbabwean business?
It's country. Well, the .co.zw defines you as from where you're coming from and obviously where your source is. So if I were to type in .co.zw, it identifies me as a Zimbabwean business.
Okay.
Okay. A .com international.
All right.
The advantages, there are disadvantages without going into them much in detail, but it depends how you want to conduct your business.
All right.
We normally advise our clients to secure either the .com one for international presence. We also advise them to secure the .co.zw one, basically for regional and local trade. Not to say that I'm unable to search for you if you've got .co.zw, but it's on a marketing point of view, it's better to secure either 2 or 3 domains than basically point them to one side. So if your clients, for example, know that you're a Zimbabwean business, the first thing that they'll do is type .co.zw.
True.
We want that traffic to be lost onto your .com. So basically we advise our clients to secure as many as they can, and that traffic gets lost to redirected, not lost in sites though, but gets redirected to your main page.
Okay. All right. Just before we just close this, Mr. Chains, especially on I know you're a marketing expert in this field. Just probably a way to our readers there and viewers, since we're on a video. What is it that you really feel that they need to know and need to implement, and that you really feel that they should start doing, especially to our Zimbabwean audience, that which we really ought to do so that we quickly try and bridge up this technological gap?
There is, thank you for that one. I mean, just to close out, there is a massive gap with online businesses. There is a massive gap that the small businesses are not being able to pick up. One is the presence. Like I said earlier on, we don't have that much of a big online presence. The costs are a little. Yeah, because once you start operating online, it factors in to your operational costs and overheads for your office.
Compared to the traditional commercial printing, banners, flyers, and all that.
So you can set up your office and basically be able to do most of your business online and talk to your customers online, and you've got no boundaries. You can do business with people in China. Zimbabwe's got an avenue of doing business with people in China. You can do business with people in the United Kingdom. You can do business with people in the United States. Because you have an online presence. But failure to have that online presence means you're confined just to the walk-in traffic or footfall that walks into your business that day. And obviously the online presence is important.
That means you are the only barrier to your own success. Exactly. If you don't have an online presence for your website or company.
We want to be able to reduce those barriers for you and encourage these small businesses to challenge more online. Building relationships with outside companies will help. You never know where your revenue comes from.
When you look and compare the costs of getting online?
You could saturate the market internally. Locally, you can saturate everybody in your village. You know what you do. But if it's a fantastic product and they're buying in numbers, why can't that product go onto the international market? Your online presence will push that for you. It's basically identifying and using those strategies. They're low to implement, very low to implement, but the returns in terms of sales and revenue and awareness are very, very high. Like I said, e-marketing creates brand awareness for you. It also leads to sales. You see, once we know about what you're doing, it creates a lot of leads. All you need to do is be able to convert those leads and create them to sales. You see, in the absence of it, then basically, like I said, you're winking in the dark and no one will see you. So small businesses, I encourage small businesses, medium businesses to jump on this opportunity. As Zimbabwe transitions into a faster and more reliable internet service, the businesses need to adapt to that. Vision 2020, bulk of the businesses is going to be online. You see, the traditional setup where we have shops, where clients are walking in, is going to be, I'm not going to say non-existence, but it's going to be very, very minimum.
True.
You see, we see in the first world, the bulk of this time is done done online. You know, even bigger banks do banking online.
Right.
You know, even bigger supermarkets sell their products online. All the customers have to do is just basically get the products delivered to them. Why can't we do that in Zimbabwe? You know,
especially when you're talking of a good backbone infrastructure that's already been built up. We now have fiber. Great.
We need to piggyback on that.
All
so
right.
I encourage every business that does not have a website and seriously needs to build relations, not just regionally, locally and international, to get in touch with us.
Okay.
We are very, very, very affordable. Our prices, like I said, our passion is to bridge that technology gap, to ensure that businesses are trading online, to ensure that we create visibility. Zimbabwe as a whole has got fantastic businesses, has got fantastic people and products. We need to showcase these products to the world. And as Zim host, we are able to do that for you.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Shinze, for your time.
Thank you, Tony.
All right. So that is all we have today. The possibilities, honestly, they are limited. You choose to make your business go bigger, better. There are unlimited opportunities out there. Just get online. Get people to get in touch with you over in any web address, website that you can make, and the world over, you are just opening up to a world of unlimited possibilities. Thank you, all of you. That's all we have for you this week. Thanks a lot.